Hey guys, ladies and gentlemen, how's everybody doing? It is 10 after 3, Thursday afternoon, and I discovered something I wanted to talk to you guys about. Now, this buck knife right here, this 3-bladed Stockman that I purchased a couple of weeks back, I've been carrying it every day. And I've been enjoying just carrying it and just putting it through its paces and just carrying it, right? So that's what we do. So I kept thinking to myself, I kept on thinking and thinking, there is another knife that is exactly the same as this one in my collection. And I couldn't quite put my finger on it. I thought about this for days because once you start collecting, you acquire so many knives, it's hard to keep track of what you have coming in, and it's very difficult. So this knife here, the dollar value on this knife is like $65 for this 3-bladed Stockman. It's the, what is this? I keep forgetting. It's the, hold on guys. It is the 301. The 301. And I knew I had something very similar to this, if not exact. So I went rummaging through my collection, and what did I come up with? I came up with this. This is the Smoky Mountain Knife Works exclusive Remington 3-bladed Stockman. And by golly, it is the very, very exact piece that this buck is. Now, we'll break it all down. We'll open them up. We'll show you what they look like. But this is an exact replica of the buck knife. And I've paid 3 times the amount of money. I forget what this paid. I forget what I paid for this at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. This Remington exclusive with this exotic green wood and all the other bells and whistles. Okay? But you can see the markup on knives and what they try to do and what they try to duplicate and all this other stuff, and they copy different, you know, how they copy each other. You know, if it's a good pattern, they copy it. So I don't know which came first, the buck or this Remington here. I really don't know, but I can tell you it is an exact match. We're going to go ahead and open up the blades, show you the blades with this 3-blade Stockman. We're going to turn it on its side, show you the side of it. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Get you all close-ups on this. This is going to be all close-ups. If you can stick with me throughout this video, I'd greatly appreciate it. Just looking for a little bit of help on this one. I'm sure Stuart Harvey and all the big hitters will come in the mix, because I need them now more than I need them more. Let's go ahead and see if we can fold this up into a where I can show you all 3 of them. So you got that. You can see the Remington logo right there, UMC. I mean, this knife here was, like I said, 3 times as much as this guy. You can see the blades are identical. Everything is identical. Right down to the pull. Right down to the pull weight on these are exactly the same. Exactly the same. So what we're going to do here is this. We're going to put them side by side. How about that? How about that, ladies and gentlemen? They are exactly the same. There's no difference between the two. I do not know what came first, the Remington or the Buck here. Who made what first? What came first and who copied who? Now tell me that's not something. Like $60 knife, let's say 65. This piece here, phew, God only knows what I paid for it. Couple $100. I'm gonna go a couple hundred on this one. 200. I'll go 200 on this Remington. Now, why do you say it was so much more money? Some might argue, oh, the covers are different, right? Because you got the exotic wood, and these are celluloid covers. Come on, really? Is that the only difference why you're going to pay 200 versus 70? The markup on these knives are absolutely ridiculous, and they will find any given way to make $1. I just wanted to show you these two pieces because I couldn't get it off my mind, because when I bought this one, I just was loving it, carrying it around, and I kept thinking to myself, I'm like, you know something? The more I carried this knife, the more I said I had something similar. I didn't know it was an exact match to this Remington. And then I went digging. And I carried this one for about a week or so, and I couldn't figure out which one I had close to it. I just have so many knives. That's just the way it is. You know, that's just the way I have so many knives in my knife room. It's hard to even find. I had to dig for this. I had to dig for this knife. But finally, I came up with this one. Let me put this Buck down and to show you close-ups of this. This is my Remington, and I love this knife. I love, love, love this bullet knife. But does it make the knife all that much more money? You're talking $200, I'm saying. I forget what I paid for this, but I think it was close to $200. Just because she got the exotic covers, them green exotic covers, I forget what they call that. Okay. You got the bullet right there. Beautiful knife, beautiful piece of cutlery. Glad to have it in the collection. But then you come to this guy here. Everything is exactly, that's sharp. That just cut me wide open on my middle finger there. There's the Buck 301. And you've got the celluloid covers. I forget what they call that right now. Exact same knife. Exact to a T. To a T. That's not going to work. Put them side by side the best that I can. Hold on a minute, guys. Let me try and straighten that out. You can see side by side. Exactly the same. I mean, identical. They're identical. Would you pay $200 for this knife here? Or would you just stick with this one for 65 or 60 bucks that I paid for this one? I didn't even know at the time last week when I bought this one that I even had this one in the collection. Didn't even know it. What do you guys think? Like I said, it's the same as any other markup on merchandise. It's just funny to me that I paid $200 for this and I paid $65 for that. Let me know what you guys think. I just think it's ironic. Now I finally figured it out. I couldn't place this one. I could not place this Remington in my collection. And when I did place it, I didn't think it was going to be that exact. It is an exact match. All right, guys. Be good, be well, be safe. Drop me a comment if all possible. I'm curious about this. Let's strike up a conversation on this one. All right, thanks, guys. Be well.